In the bustling neighborhood of Warwood, West Virginia, the summer sun beat down on the streets, casting long shadows as the residents sought refuge from the heat. Among them were two adventurous boys, Cade and Zayden, eager to spend their day at the local pool. Cade, a spirited boy with boundless energy, looked up to his older cousin Zayden, a kid with a knack for adventure. As they pedaled their bikes through the streets of Warwood, the excitement was palpable in the air. The promise of a day filled with splashing and laughter at the pool filled their minds as they raced towards their destination. Arriving at the Warwood pool, they locked their bikes to the rack and eagerly made their way inside. The pool was a hive of activity, with children of all ages frolicking in the water and soaking up the summer sun. Cade's eyes widened with delight as he surveyed the scene, eager to join in the fun. But as they splashed and played in the cool waters of the pool, a sense of unease began to creep over them. Zayden dismissed it as nothing more than nervous energy, but Cade couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Suddenly, a commotion erupted at the far end of the pool, sending waves of panic through the crowd. Zayden and Cade exchanged a worried glance as they watched in horror as several people at the edge of the pool began to stumble and stagger, their eyes vacant and their movements erratic. They then walked straight into the pool, hungrily grabbing at nearby swimmers. It only took them a few moments to realize the truth. They were facing a zombie outbreak at the pool. With quick thinking and even quicker feet, Zayden and Cade sprang into action. They knew they had to get out of the pool and find safety before it was too late. Grabbing Cade's hand, Zayden led the way as they made a beeline for the exit, dodging zombies and debris as they went. The exit was blocked with panicked swimmers trying to exit the fenced-in pool. The boys decided to chance climbing the tall fence surrounding the pool to make their escape. Outside the pool, chaos reigned as panicked swimmers fled in every direction. Zayden and Cade knew they had to find safe shelter, and fast. With no time to lose, they mounted their bikes and pedaled away from the chaos, their hearts pounding with fear and adrenaline. Their first stop was the Warwood Plaza, a group of sturdy brick buildings surrounded by parking lot. But as they approached, they were met with a grim sight. The buildings were overrun with zombies, their vacant eyes fixed on the boys as they pedaled past. Thinking quickly, Zayden veered off course, leading Cade down a narrow alleyway that snaked through the heart of Warwood. They pedaled with all their might, their breath coming in ragged gasps as they raced to escape the clutches of the undead. As they emerged from the alley, they found themselves on Warwood Avenue, a bustling street lined with shops and houses. But even here, the streets were not safe, as zombies roamed the sidewalks and alleys in search of their next victim. Desperate for shelter, Zayden and Cade racked their brains for a safe place to hide. Suddenly, Cade's eyes lit up with recognition as he spotted a familiar sight, a wooded trail that wound its way along the edge of Warwood. Without hesitation, they veered off the street and onto the trail, their bikes bumping and jostling over the rough hill in between the two. The trail offered refuge from the chaos of the town, and Zayden and Cade pedaled on with renewed determination, their eyes fixed on the path ahead. But as they rode deeper into the wooded area, a sense of foreboding washed over them. The trees seemed to close in around them, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers, and the shadows grew darker with each passing moment. Suddenly, a rustling sound broke the silence, sending shivers down their spines. Zayden and Cade exchanged a wary glance as they came to a stop, their eyes scanning the surrounding woods for any sign of danger. And then they saw it. A hidden concrete shelter nestled among the trees, its entrance obscured by thick underbrush. With a sense of relief, they dismounted their bikes and cautiously approached the shelter, their hearts pounding in their chests. They found a small building with an unlocked, solid steel door. It appeared to be some type of storage or utility building left unsecured. It was a small room with a cleaning closet attached. It was the perfect hiding spot, hidden from view and sheltered from the outside world. As they caught their breath and took stock of their surroundings, Zayden and Cade knew they were safe, for now. But the threat of the zombies still loomed large, and they knew they couldn't stay hidden forever. With determination in their hearts, they vowed to find a way to escape Warwood and seek help for their town. But for now, they would rest and gather their strength, knowing that the adventure was far from over. As they settled in for the night, the sounds of the forest echoing around them, Zayden and Cade knew that they had faced their fears head-on and emerged stronger for it. Together they would brave whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. The following morning, as the first light of dawn filtered through the trees, Zayden and Cade emerged from their makeshift shelter, ready to face whatever the day might bring. With determination in their hearts, they mounted their bikes and set off once more, their destination clear in their minds. Pedaling through the woods and back into the heart of Warwood, they were met with a scene of devastation. The streets were littered with debris, and the once bustling town was now eerily quiet. But amidst the destruction, they saw signs of hope. Other survivors emerging from hiding places, ready to rebuild and reclaim their town. With renewed resolve, Zayden and Cade joined forces with their fellow survivors, working together to clear the streets and fortify their defenses against future attacks. In the days and weeks that followed, life slowly returned to normal in Warwood. The zombie outbreak became a distant nightmare, a testament to the resilience of the town and the courage of its inhabitants. And as summer turned to fall and fall to winter, Zayden and Cade looked back on their adventure, knowing that they had faced their fears and emerged victorious. Together, they had proven that even in the darkest of times, hope and friendship could light the way forward. And so, with their heads held high and their hearts full of hope, Zayden and Cade pedaled into the future, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.